Namaste everyone. Anyone wants to say anything? Yes, Meena ji.
Hello, Sanjay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I wanted only to say that my dog passed away Saturday, and I feel such a big sadness. And although I know that he was not only a dog, he was consciousness, but this sadness is so deep, and I wanted to share it with you. I was 15 years with him together. And animals are, I see him everywhere, and I miss him a lot. And I know that Bhagavan also had such a big connection to all animals and to Lakshmi.
Even to a dog, his name was Jackie.
Yes.
There's a samadhi there of that dog. Mm. Dog, dog, they live around that much, isn't it? 15 years. That's their like
It's a lot for a dog.
Complete life for a dog.
Yes.
So he lived his life in a way and lived with a beautiful person like you. So he was fortunate.
And me too with him.
Yeah. But do you think you will stay alive all the time for next 1,000 years?
No,
you will pass away, isn't it?
Yes. He showed me also that it has to be gone from here.
Yeah. Look.
That we will not stay here. Nobody.
It is such a strange thing that people are dying around us all the time. But this illusory Maya does not allow us to think that we are also going to die. It is going to happen with us exactly the same it has happened with our pet, our family, our friend, anyone. People are dying every day.
Yes.
So this truth somehow does not go within us. In country like India, when someone dies, they make a big fuss out of it. For a Westerner, it might look very odd. They keep the body at home for a while, and then everyone comes there. Then they take the body to cremation in open, holding it. Then they burn the body in open where everyone can see. Then you go back after 3 days to pick up the ashes. Then you take those ashes to Ganges or any river or ocean, and then you do other rituals. You stay at home, the family stays at home for 13 days. Other people feed them, and then we do rituals after 4th day, 13th day. Why such a big fuss? such a big drama Indians do? Why? Even then people don't remember that one day we have to die, Here in the Western society, when I used to work, I used to pass through a cemetery. I always thought it's a botanical garden, So beautiful, so many plants. I thought I should visit one day. And yeah, so here the death is kept very secret, in Western world, as if nobody is dying. Nobody tells here to their kids that this body is an illusion. You are going to die. You are not going to stay too long in this. So don't misuse this. Don't abuse this body. Try to know who you are. Nobody tells. Nobody at school, nobody in family, nobody in society, nobody in church. Nobody tells. Some fortunate beings with their inner call, they try to find it. They go through teachers and teachings and places and then sit in their own contemplation to find what the truth is. And the truth is that whatever these eyes see is passing away. These eyes see things passing away, people passing away, dying, changing, disappearing. Because that the moment this body will pass away, someone else will be seeing. Then you will not be there to see. But at least we can know that if everything is passing away, then it is 100% sure that this will also pass away. This body will finish. It is ready to finish. It has come to disappear only. If it is appearing, if you think you are appearing, then you will disappear. If you think you are not appearing, then you will not disappear. The whole practice is to know that you are the one which never disappears. The moment you know that you are the one which never disappears, then you will also know that your dog, your friend, anyone, nothing disappears. The forms that you are absolute comes in a form and then leaves the form. But he is always the same. He is in you, he is in me, he is in everyone. Forms keep changing. Forms comes, forms goes. But the energy, that awareness, that consciousness is the same. Sometimes it takes form of a dog, sometimes a plant, sometimes a human being. I can't say about anyone else, but human beings are definitely an illusion. Others I can't say, but human beings think I am this body. So the consciousness goes to a level where it gets trapped in its own formation, in a way you can say. The part of God gets confused in its own creation, isn't it? Otherwise, how we would get confused? He is making all forms to come and go. All is His creation. And this creation is made to disappear only. Keep changing. Everything changes. How long we can keep this body? You can eat best food, all the best things what anyone can tell you about, you can do with this body. Do you think you can save this body for longer than it is destined to? It is good to live in a healthy body, but what are you doing with that healthy body? Deceiving others, full of lust, greed, anger, fear? Or are you in bliss? We all know that bliss has nothing to do with money, education, power, how many friends you have, where you live. Nothing. These are all attributes of form. Doesn't make it peaceful. With all these things, you can be peaceful, and without these things, also, you can be peaceful. Peace is our real nature. But deeply contemplate whenever someone dies, it gives us a very good opportunity to go deeper, to contemplate on who am I, to ask this question earnestly, deeply, and sit with this question, who am I? Because all of us think I am this body, this is the mind, it thinks, I have to act, sometimes I have to decide whether to act or not act. And these are the circumstances I've been born. And people know law of karma. They say, I did these karmas in past, so I have got this. Now I'm doing bad, so this is happening to me. I should do good karmas. Good things will happen to me. But in all this, the bondage stays. Bondage lasts as long as we don't question it. The moment we question it, it goes away. All the time, all of us keep remembering what is happening around us in our family, society, culture, country, world. We never leave these things for a second and go within to find who am I. To look that which has created all this. We are not interested in it. Some people have not even tried and they say there's no God. There's no divine, there's nothing. You live like an animal and you die like an animal. Some don't believe there is an afterlife after this body dies. Others who believe there is an afterlife, they never look into what is right now with us. They also believe in some book which says about hell or heaven or whatever. This right now is hell. Living with body identification is the hell. There can't be hell bigger than this. And people think about afterlife. I'll go to hell, I'll go to heaven. If you are in heaven, you will stay in heaven after death. If you are in hell, you will stay in hell. Nothing will change. Our dreams are also the same as our waking state. Not much difference. Knowing the truth is so important. But very important point, I would say, Meenaji, by death of any near and dear one is that form we can never get. That form which has disappeared can never be met again. It is gone. It is like a shape of a cloud. You cannot catch hold of that cloud again.
That's what made me so sad, because it was so alive. He was so speaking with me, and this I know that he is not this form and this body, but this connection with him. This was so true. It felt so true, but it's known within me. It's known that it's not this form, and I cannot keep it.
Nobody can keep it. It is not in our hand. It was not in our hand to come in form and to leave the form. It is meant to go every form. Then why to attach to your form or any form? Love everyone, but don't love the form. Love the essence in form.
The essence is formless.
Essence is never even dying. Essence
Yes.
never dies. Not in you, nor in your dog. It never dies. So the only thing we need to do is to celebrate it. And I have to say, yes, Meenaji, tell me.
Muji had a saying, he said once, your life is tailor-made for your awakening. And I see that this connection with this dog also was a form of love, that I could live this love, unconditional love. And I had this opportunity to feel that and to know that with him. And now something new is coming, something else that has to be done. And I know that the most important thing is to really to wake up to this truth and nothing else.
You know, we talk about unconditional love and impartial witnessing, which creates unconditional love. But dog is the best example of unconditional love, isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
So many of my friends, they say that at home when we go, it is the dog which comes to us, nobody comes to us, nobody has time.
Yes.
You can even kick the dog and then he will come back again after a while. He never holds grudges, you know.
Yes.
Better than human being in a way, no?
That was so, that's what I miss, because this was so beautiful with him, this being, and he never held something in his mind. He was always new. He was always present in the moment.
Look, God is your dog is your guru, you know.
Yes, he was my guru.
Dog is God for you. It's just the change of the alphabets. Everything can be guru. Everything, anything can be guru. Anything can be guru, you know. Dattatreya, he said the same thing, that he had 24 gurus. Animals, plants, everything was his guru. I would say any death, any tragedy should take us for more deeper contemplation of the truth and, you know, find that peace is in us. We are that. We are not separate. No one has died. No, nothing. Things appears to be changing, but everything is here only. The love is here, and that consciousness of that dog is there, and everything is here. I think rather than feeling grief, we should have celebration for it, you know, your good, beautiful memories, celebrate it.
Yes.
I had a call from Asha ji's relative, and I've never spoken to her before, but she said, I want to celebrate her life and I want you to come to India, let me know. I want to celebrate that lady's life, you know. I said, yeah, beautiful. So life is a celebration, you know. When we have not celebrated life in a proper way, then there are regrets. And people cry, and you know, I'm just coming from someone's 1 year of, you know, we say Barsi after death memo. We do a 1 year after that, we do a puja, and also I'm coming from Gurdwara, and the lady who lost her husband was in 80s. Everyone who was coming to hug her or meet her, she was crying and crying. And I thought it should be celebration. It should be good memories to be celebrated. You know, think good about anyone who has passed that form.
Yes.
So celebrate love with your dog and everything.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Sanjay.
Thank you. Prithvi, you wanted to say something? You can unmute yourself. Namaste.
Namaste, Sanjay ji. So it's really my privilege to attend this satsang. And I have been practicing whatever you have been saying, and also one thing, a couple of weeks that when I'm meditating, I know I enter the state where I know I'm there, but I'm not aware of the body. And then I know it is a state which is like, beyond the time and the space. But then once I'm out of the state, I always feel it's empty. So why do I feel this emptiness? Is this something I'm doing, anything which is wrong, or the way mind is not able to understand, or I was not able to understand this emptiness? Because what you say, it's a full potential, right? So
Good question. I think it's an important question. So, who calls it emptiness?
it's mind. I think mind is trying to say it's empty.
Mind is commenting on you. You are that emptiness. Why? We have given so much of importance to mind that whatever it says, we want to answer it as we are mind slaves. So, whatever doubt it puts, we have to clarify it. You are that emptiness. You are without mind. Who wants an explanation? Who wants an explanation? Let's not even call that, but in all this in which you said that you are in emptiness, and then that emptiness goes away, and then the mind says that whatever, this all is happening in whom? There's something bigger which is knowing all this, isn't it? There's something in you which is also commenting on emptiness. What is that? Because you said, I get into emptiness and I lose body awareness. So who watches that you get into emptiness and then the mind comments on it? Who is that bigger observer who sees all this happening?
That's a self.
We don't even have to objectify anything. Just it is an experience, and the moment you give lead to the mind, you make mind in charge. It spoils all that, it, and then it comes over and then it takes over, and then for mind it is just an experience. Mind is the biggest liar. For that absolute it calls an experience, how shameful it is. And we buy to that truth of mind. Mind's statement we believe so much, so that we call that absolute emptiness, which by the grace of that you are that which you know, and the mind comes over, and then we just say that what the mind says. I have to say it is an insult to that awareness, even to call it emptiness or awareness or silence. Because who is saying that? Because when it was there, no one was there to comment on it. When you slip back into this ego mode, then the mind takes over and it says, oh, it was emptiness and I was not aware. And the whole thing he creates as an illusion actually. Illusion is calling the real as an illusion. It is like that. You know the best thing, Prithvi, is your name Prithvi?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So the best is to keep silent in that moment and go deeper in it. What the habit of mind is, it wants to comment on everything. It is like an expert commentator on everything. It wants to know everything. Even there's a something is going on. It is like a person who intrudes and wants to give his expert comment without knowing what the topic is. It is like that. Mind was not there when you were there. When it came, then that is not there. But it has to comment and call it experience. You are that. It is not an experience. There is no experiencer in it. Rather, I would say, when even the mind is commenting, that awareness, that emptiness is still there. Though it appears that the mind has filled up that emptiness, it is coming and going. If you make yourself so infinite, so vast, this mind and its coming and going can be just seen. And no need to explain that mind or its questions anything. I would say you go more into this emptiness and know that you are that. This going and coming will also stop, because you will see it is all in your own vastness. All this, what is happening.
But for me, it is always with a closed eye, that I'm doing that. So I know I want to be in that. But the moment I open my eyes, the mind takes it over. Because how do I come always, even during the waking state, how do we get into that? I know the mind is taking over.
No one can get into that. And the one who's saying, I want to be there, is also the biggest myth. I want to be there. Who is this I?
Ego.
You can say that, but what I'm saying is this is more to contemplate. Who is this I who wants to be there? Who? What I? I want to be there.
I'm already that.
You are already that, and there's nothing going and coming in it. And this is the thing. Understand this truth, that mind creates it like an experience, and ego is also mind only. That I thought is part of mind only. It says, I want to be there. But I will say, tell your mind to shut up. It can never be there. When the mind is not there, then whatever it is, it is. You are not answerable to all these questions. This is the thing. We think that we have to somehow satisfy our mind. Whatever it asks, we are answerable to it. It's not like that. Notice the deeper truth in us, in which all this mind and I want to go there and this is only mind talk. Prithvi, the self, is not asking. Prithvi, the mind, is asking. And you cannot satisfy it. Nobody has satisfied it. Buddha can't satisfy. Nobody can satisfy that. The only way is to leave it. Leave it to its hal. Jo bhi uska hal hai, whatever its destiny, leave it to its destiny. The mind body has its destiny. Leave it. Give up your identification with it, Because when you say I can see you are talking that I from your mind. You are becoming an advocate of your own mind and speaking from there. No need. No need. Let it be. Let it be ignorant always. Mind is always ignorant. Let it be ignorant. Let it never have darshan of your emptiness. It can never. It is like two sides of the same coin. This side, which is in the back, wants to see the front, can never see it. It flips and then it says, oh, I was empty, but now what is that flip? So leave it there, you are here. When you accept these things and accept it as that only, that it will be questioning, it will have doubts, it will say, I want, but there's something which is not even that I. Which is that? You can't objectify it, you can't put a name to it. Everything dissolves in it. That in which there is no person, Nothing to say, I am that. No I-ness in it. That is that. So rather than satisfying your mind, once you know that you are that impersonal truth, job is done. It is like you had the darshan. Now your mind wants to have a darshan. Like you went somewhere, now your family members say, oh, take me also there. You say, only I can see it. You cannot see. You cannot be. Only self can see self. You said that when you close your eyes, you can be there, and when you open your eyes, you're not there. So the wisdom is that as the Sahat Samadhi natural state goes deeper and deeper, all the form, all the noise of the mind and whatever it is, it will be there, but you will not be there. You will be that which you are just talking about. It has no I in it. So keep doing what you're doing. Don't worry about eyes closed if happening, let it be closed. One day it will happen with open also. Then you practice with open.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello Raj, how are you?
Namaste everybody. Namaste Sanjay bhai.
Namaste, namaste.
It is not coincidence that today we start with this theme of the dog dying. And in the morning I was walking to work and I was thinking about Asha ji, and naturally there was no sadness. There was a joy that she came in our life. She got happiness for the time. I only met her during the satsang, and we had such beautiful time together. And we had Ganga, Snan, we had so many things that are considered so auspicious together. We had such a great time together, and we got to experience humility and pure love and unconditional love. And then I thought, is she liberated? And I thought, who is asking this? Is she liberated? Who is wanting liberation? Who is not wanting liberation? But even today, when you're sharing to Meenaji about grief, I remember in the Sadhak Sanjeevani I was reading, they said that if we grieve and we cry, for the soul has to drink the tears and the phlegm of the people who are crying and grieving. You must instead sing in their praise and sing to the Lord and sing kirtans and bhajans and stuff that will celebrate their life. So I got to realize this thing, and it's of course harder when there is more attachment somewhere.
And I have to say one thing deep from my heart, that I never felt her as separate. She was me, she was my part only, came in existence, and we had a joy and we had a celebration. She was full of life, and we did the best what we could do in that limited time, and we are fortunate to know her. What else can we say? I received this message from her brother, and she was so full of life. I went once to Ahmedabad with my family. She flew from Bombay and said, I have to come to meet you. I said, I'll be there only one day. She said, don't worry, I'll be there. Then she took me to her brother's place, and she said, he's such a lovely man, and I wanted you to see him, and I wanted him to see you. And so much of love. There was always love and giving and connection with her, always smiling face. She, even 2 weeks ago when I called her, she said, Sanjay ji, we will catch up in Arunachala. And I said, how is your health? Because I thought there was something not right. And she said, I'm in hospital, but I'll be back soon. Doctors are very good. Nothing is wrong. It's a minor infection, I'll be okay. So much positivity and truth in her saying she will meet us in Arunachala.
Yeah, that is something when I was walking, the answer also came to me was, she is here. And then I was like, she is here, then one way or the other life we will encounter.
She is in satsang, adrashya. Now there are forms, but we actually are without form. We are not dependent on form. So there was a message from her brother, dear Dr. Raghav. Asha passed away peacefully on 14th of June, 2025. I would like to acknowledge and sincerely thank you for your friendship and everyone in the group who welcomed her so affectionately. Asha was very fond of attending your satsangs, hearing your discourses, and joining her spiritual friends in different parts of the world. My family and I have been very fortunate to have been lovingly nurtured by her, and we will miss her joyful presence in our lives. My warm regards and best wishes to all of you who touched her life with love. And this is so true. We touched each other's life. And I'm looking forward, whoever comes to the retreat in Arunachala, to celebrate her life, because she loved it, I remember you took us to that Rajasthan Mishtan Bhandar in Rishikesh. And when she knew that all of you have gone and she couldn't go, then she went with some other people who missed it. She said, why not us? And then they all went. So you all can do that. Beautiful. Sam, I wanted Sam to say something, if Sam can say something. Sam was a constant companion of Asha ji throughout the trip. He was always holding her hand. I have a picture, you will not believe in that picture. The first picture I took, everyone was coming to Yoga Vasisht Gufa cave, and I reached early so I could see everyone coming down from the hill. So I could see Asha ji at a distance, and Sam was standing waiting for her. And the moment she's coming, then the second picture, he's outstretching his arm to hold her hand. And then he's holding her hand throughout, and she came down. He was always there for her. Hello, Sam.
Hello, Sanjay.
Hello.
I didn't want to say it, but because you put it in me. In the day she died, I had something in my heart with her, and it was almost like greeting. I was sitting on my couch, and something happened in a way that you can't really explain it. And there was grace, love, and I just knew she's going, but it was like I was with her in that way. And you can't rationalize those things, but that is the essence of what we're doing. That's love. That's web of care and nourishing one another with that precious quality of love. I think that is the ultimate medicine for the ego, because that comes from grace itself and has that potency that the ego has no what be the word, no remedy to deceive that quality of love and care. So I don't know, it was so auspicious, the way we did a satsang in the morning and we come together. And I don't know, Sanjay, I feel that there was much more to it than we could see from that particular.
Definitely. And one thing I can share she once told me that, how come in your satsangs and retreats everyone is so divine, full of love, empathy, and such an instant connection? Because I think she used to go around in different groups and things she used to do. There's such a positivity, such an energy. Actually, I have to say, I myself feel so blessed to know all the people who come, virtual or when we meet. So much of love, so much of, as if we all know each other and wants to just give to each other whatever we can. Because not everyone in this world feels the same love wherever they're living in their own. Even everyone has a lot of social connections, friend, family, but somehow that essence is missing, And I believe this is the power of truth, power of living in that reality which is without any egoistic boundaries, where everyone is one. So even when you don't say anything, Sam, I can understand, we all can understand. Sometimes the words are too short to convey anything. It is the silence, it just conveys. It is so beautiful. So I'm pretty sure wherever she is, she would be enjoying with the blessings of all so many pure beings with her, So thank you, everyone. And on this path in which we are all one, there's nothing, it's all within us. If we all get connected with that purity in us, and then when we interact, it is just that purity interacting with itself, nothing else. No separateness. There's no separateness. It's all one. What else do you want in life? What? There's nothing else to ask for. Who will ask? The one who keep asking, who feels deficient, has already disappeared in that seeing, that pure being. Yes, the forms appear different, but it doesn't matter. Like we said, these forms which we are in satsang are human forms, but even the animal forms or whatever the form is, how does it matter? They are all one. Every passing away of anyone leaving the body is the time to deeply contemplate on truth and be with that truth. Thomas, you want to ask something? You can unmute yourself.
Hello, Sanjay. Hello, everybody. Thank you first for these beautiful satsangs. I asked a question at info@consciousness circle about the retreat in Tiruvannamalai, but didn't get an answer. It was maybe a month ago.
Okay. Look, I have to tell you about the retreat. The day they opened, there were 50 people who said yes, 50. And we have been given only 25 spots this year. So I told Ashwin that whoever is send an email earliest, you just get those 25 and then make a waiting list. But I would say that anyone can go. Nobody can stop someone going to Tiru, and there are hundreds of places to stay, or you can apply on your own to the ashram also. But they have given us 25, not 25 rooms, for 25 people. So they are giving 2 rooms for 5 people also. So someone wants privacy and, in their own way, you can explore. There are so many places. And we are the beggars, we are not choosers. So whatever they will give, we have to accept. If you don't want or you don't like that, You can stay where you want. So there is no problem in going there and attending satsang. Anyone can come. It is just the stay they have given for 25 people. So 2 rooms for 5 people. That's the way they have given us. So you can still come. Anyone can come.
I see. Yes. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Diana, you can unmute yourself. Namaskar. Yeah, it's on. I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
So it is Anya, and I'm with Diana. So I have this sharing the computer. I have a question. I'm holding it for a year almost, because anyway, I don't have to talk about that. But addressing you as an embodied being who is radiating and sharing a lot, but also you're a doctor, you're a physician, I guess, and a yoga teacher. So we've been talking about death, and death is so great and serene, and even the grief, and it is a wonderful opportunity to contemplate the highest. However, disease and suffering and physical ailments is is a little bit, let me word it by ugly. Of course, it's the mind that differentiates here. And there has always been this part in me that has been interested in being instrumental for healing and for soothing pain and this things. And then it occurred since a while. It is like, I wanted to ask you this question last year. The recognition, nothing can ever heal unless we have understood and unless we have realized the self. There will always be suffering. You can only help so much, but not really help. So, and then I was questioning myself in the profession of helping and being instrumental. And so I cannot formulate a better question, but I'm putting it forward to you to maybe address this question. Thank you.
So what is the question?
Okay. The question is, how can we hold up a role that thinks or that others, and that is being paid for healing and helping others, even though that's an illusion. We can never really help and heal people unless we inform them about opportunities to realize the truth, and little bit convey this opportunity. And maybe I just want to have your agreement on that, or how is your idea about this? I mean, you're still a doctor, but then you're very much of a satsang teacher, in lack of a better word to address you in this position.
Look, I have to say, we should not think too deeply about anything in life. Whatever you are, work from your heart, from that genuine truth. If someone gets healed, well and good. If someone doesn't get healed, well and good. Don't take yourself as that I have to heal and I am a healer and I will do this, and doership should go away. And if through you as a conduit to heal is happening, let it happen. If it doesn't happen, that's also okay. It is not that we are on a mission to heal the world. Because let's say you have some power, you have some energy by which the healing goes through you, and that divine takes away that energy one day, and then nothing is happening, then you will be frustrated, and you will think, oh, look, this was my mission. I wanted to heal, 2,000 people. I have stuck up at 1,200, Whoever gets healed, whoever gets energy, you don't lose your awareness of the self. You stay in the truthful, whether healing occurs or not. Whether you continue with that job or whatever the healing path, or the healing path leaves you, or when there is doership, even the good things becomes ugly, I have to say. The doership should not be there. So no credit, no discredit. And I have to say, even in Bhagavan times, there were people who got self-realization, not even coming to Tiru, just seeing his picture or listening to what he said. And some have never even been there and they realized self. And then there were people who stayed with him for years and years and years and couldn't get anything. And they lived 10 years, 15 years, and they left to look for another guru. So what would you say? Ramana would be disappointed by the people who were living with him and couldn't get enlightened? No. He never was in that, I have that energy and I'm radiating and you should get it, and why this person is not getting. He was never even into doing things like putting his hand on someone's head or, giving a mantra or diksha, we say, making someone a disciple or a devotee. Let that energy, if it is flowing, to do, and if it's not flowing, doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Only thing matters is that we should be truth. That's all. Our truth is our own truth. It has nothing to show anyone or to heal anyone or to do anything. I don't know. I can't say, nobody can say that, people in satsang all will get enlightened, no one will get enlightened, 50% will get. We are not doing here a drug trial, We are not proving to anyone. We don't have a case and control study going on here. Whatever is happening is happening. If it happens, it happens, And our authenticity is just staying here, If it wants something to happen through it, will happen. Even if you don't want, it will happen. And if nothing will happen, nothing will happen. We are not looking for some results from anything,
Yeah, I guess that's the point too. So if I see this activity to happen at the moment, it is okay. If it is not happening at another moment, it is okay, and not to look for the outcome like that. Is back to Bhagavad Gita.
But I have to say, whatever you do with the best intentions. That's the most important thing,
That is maybe difficult to do with best intention and keep that expectation factor outside, because somehow it seems connected. But I get your words to heart, Sanjay.
When you meet someone, meet them with full attention, give your 100% to that. Whatever knowledge you have, whatever comes to you, try to give that in the healing. And if it happens, it happens. Doesn't happen, Be just that conduit and instrument of that divine energy. If you are an instrument, how the instrument can say, I will do. Instrument can't say, I do, I have done, this will be the result. Instrument is instrument, like a gadget, The energy is flowing. So no person in it who can claim that I have done it. So in this way, I don't know whether others will get healed or not, but you will be in peace. You will be in the truth all the time. So that is most important. So then you can say, if the divine has to heal, you will heal. If divine, I don't know, whatever. People's destiny is also there. Their own openness is important. If they believe in you and you are an open channel of healing, it will happen. If they are closed, it will not happen. So there are factors in healing also, So let it be like that. And I know in Bhagavan times, there were so many people who were healed, who were revived. In presence of Bhagavan's, from the ashram, they were sending vibhuti and people were getting cured. There are so many stories. You look through it, hundreds of stories. But someone can say that Bhagavan got a disease, and then he healed so many and he didn't heal himself. Who knows, he took away others' disease on his body, And you never know, people might have given him the disease, came to him, I have a cancer, please heal me, what will he do? There are so many factors in these things. So rather than, but he never complained. He never said anything about anyone. So whatever. You stay where you have to, and whatever happens, let it happen. So nothing to worry about that. Where are you, Diana? Which country?
Crete Island.
Crete Island.
Greece.
Where is that?
Excuse me?
Greece.
Oh, in Greece.
Crete Island.
Crete Island in Greece. Okay, yeah. I can see sun is shining behind you because it's quite dark here in Melbourne. Beautiful sunny weather, I believe.
Yes.
So, yeah, very nice. Thank you. About awareness, I would like to say something because I talk to so many people who are saying they are experiencing and the experience comes and goes, and the talk which we were doing before with Prithvi. Rather than giving importance to all these doubts and questions coming from the mind, as Bhagavan says, Chummayeru, just keep quiet and just soak in that energy. If the mind takes over, awareness never goes away. Give up your identification with mind. That is all important. Even when the mind comes, but if your identification is with awareness, then mind's coming and going is not going to affect you. But because we identify with mind, so mind's coming and going, we say, I come and go. Let's say there is sun and a cloud covers the sun. But if you are on this side of the cloud, away from sun, then the sun is covered. But if you are towards the sun, then whether the cloud comes or goes or stays, how does it matter? There's always sun shining on you. It depends which side you focus on. You focus on the sunny side or you focus on the other side. You can also take this example in a form, let's say, there is sun, it's a daytime and you are standing in front of the sun. Sun is shining on you. Where is darkness? Nothing. But if you turn around, you can see a shadow of you and sun is behind. And you are that reflection of your own body as that shadow. If you start behaving as that shadow, then whose fault is that? So when we are in ignorance, that conditioned consciousness which is reflecting in a name and form, we think I am that. But the moment your attention is on awareness, which is the light of all lights, which is giving rise to all forms, including this form, then there is no doubt left. Doubt is there as long as we had no vision of that light of all lights, which is in all of us. We don't have to borrow from anyone else, but we have to sit with that truth all the time. It is a 24 hours job. It is not a job of 1 hour of satsang. 1 hour of satsang is to reinforce, to remember, and going deeper into your contemplation. It's like a lifting platform from where you know, and you can look where you were throughout the day or in last few days or in your whole life, and where you have to be, from where you should be looking things. Problem is because in day to day, in family, friends, people, we don't talk like that. We don't behave like that. We stay at a very low level of our existence, lowest level of existence, animalistic. And to transcend that animalistic nature, we need a thrust, we need some lift power, and that power is satsang. Remembering the divine in us. First remembering and then realizing that I am that divine. Sometimes people talk to me that Western teachers of non-duality say, no need to practice, you are already that. Look, I have not heard, but if someone says like that, maybe they are saying for themselves. But compassion is to see from where others are talking about their questions and doubts. So there you have to practice. How? Without practice. With practice, we are in illusion. So with practice, we can be out of illusion. If you say no practice, then we are already in illusion. Then stay in illusion, you know. There are hundreds of ways to realize self. In this modern age, in Kali Yuga, no one has time to contemplate and sit in a forest. And the society is not there to help you, to provide you food and shelter and take care of all your needs, and you can just do that. You have to earn your bread, you also have to take care of a family, and you have to interact with the world. I believe the easiest and the best way is to keep your attention on the purity within you, that self, that divine, that reality which never dies, which is never born. Keep contemplating on that. Keep your attention there. Yes, other things will continue according to the prarabdha karma, your destiny. The body will move, work will be done, not done. But then what will happen? If our attention is there, with practice, with efforts, surely within some span of time, it will be effortless. It is effortless. As long as our interest is in the mind and its talks, effort is needed. This ripening takes time, maturity takes time. We have to be that ripe fruit which the God can swallow. We have to be that pure and ripe and mature. So this process, we all have to go through this process. People get glimpses, small experiences, satori, some changes, some bodily changes, some fragrance, lot of different things happen to different people. All the experiences at the mind-body level of any type should be just seen as milestones, and maybe we are on the right path, but don't stop there. This aham bhav, this I amness, this ego, it has to completely melt away. Gradually, slowly, we will realize there is very much depth in us. In that depth, you can crack a joke. You can be very light. You can be like a child. And you can be also angry or whatever it's happening at the body-mind level. But not for a second you move from that depth in you. That is a realized being. It is not that realized being has to be very serious. Can't crack a joke, can't laugh, can't act stupid. No. Life was full of joy. Seriousness is not external. Seriousness is within. Serious to be there. That's all. Remembering God all the time. That formless God which resides in all of us. That energy in us which participate indirectly through name and form as mind body. Can you go back there and you can say, I am uninvolved awareness, experiencing this life in the body, though I am not the body. The name is given to the body. A conditioned mind is given to the body. But I am nothing. I am none of them. If I am something, then I am all of them. All beings, all forms. If you see divine in you, you see divine in everyone, everything, every being. It has nothing to do with your religion or non-religion. Everything is divine. Everything has the touch of grace. This is the instant connection we can make with everything in this world. Why you want to be limited with your family, with your people? It's all one family. When we are deconditioned, we become one with everything. And conditioning is only of our mind. Just ignore. Pay attention to the pure awareness. Be aware of awareness only. Be one with that. Right now we are one with mind. Whatever mind says, we follow it. Slave of mind. Wherever it takes us, good or bad. Sometimes we use intellect to discern what is good, what is bad. But then again, it's all mind talk. You keep your head in the garbage of mind and you keep picking good and bad out of it and you segregate and all this. You have a choice. You have a choice to discard everything what mind brings and stay in your emptiness as emptiness. not as something coming and going in it. Mind is coming and going in this emptiness, in this vastness. In awareness, the mind comes, the mind goes. A thought comes, a thought goes. Intention comes, intention goes. You don't touch anything. It is hard. It takes time to be sthit pragya, to be in that stillness as that stillness. But with the grace of divine and your honesty, your sincerity, you start living your life from there as that. That practice might continue as long as it's not effortless, and then practice drops. The moment, let's say you don't know whether you need practice or it is effortless, the moment you move out or you don't feel that presence, you don't feel okay. So it pulls back into that. You know, in Buddha's time, Buddha was talking to someone, explaining, and a bee came and he moved that bee away from his hand. And then he realized and he looked again and then he did it again. Someone asked, what was the need to do this? He said, I hate to be unconscious about anything. I did that act of removing that bee in an unconscious state while I was talking to you. I want to be conscious. I want to be present there. This can give you a hint that how much the addiction to the awareness can be once you know it. The mind becomes its slave. And right now we are mind slave. So it's a huge, huge difference. Externally, it might look the same person, same job, same people, same work. But inside, everything is upside down. It is all changed. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.